Coming up on this episode of The Village Idiom.
Worship the devil. Worship the devil.
It's going to be a good out of context audio clip.
Village Idiom.
Hello and welcome to The Village Idiom.
We are a podcast that every week chooses a popular saying to take a shallow but hopefully comedic and once in a while even interesting dive into its meaning, its usage, its origins, but we're also going to use it to hang our otherwise directionless conversation on. My name is Jurassic Mark.
I'm Skitty.
My name's Skitty.
I'm scared. I'm Dang.
Dang! We were just talking about you.
Yeah, and that's how I got here.
That's right.
I said we were like, dang, dang, dang. Say it 3 times and he appears.
Woo! Came out of the mirror.
Speak of the dang. Remember the Alano.
Oh.
ASMR.
You know that if we did for those of you just listening, not watching, we are next door to a thrift shop, and we decided because we're recording back-to-back episodes, not always have the luxury of having Dang with us here, and so we convinced him to stay for one more, even though he had this mustache. And we walked over to the thrift shop, and we're like, we're finding matching outfits, and so we're in all black leather or pleather, I don't know.
Some tighter than others too.
Yeah, mine's. I couldn't take a drink. I couldn't reach my face.
But it's a super appropriate with the subject matter because, what is today's idiom?
Mine's smooth.
Well, speak of the devil.
And so there's an association somehow with this. Somehow, say with leather and dark. And
Well, speak of the devil.
he's wearing a jacket, a leather jacket.
He's so bad.
Well, speak of the devil.
Or James Dean.
There you go. It's a rebel.
Handsome devil.
Oh wow! It's something that gets rolled in with like rock and roll, like deep metal and leather, and it's a thing. I don't know. So we all had no problem. It's like it's leather. It's dark somehow.
Yeah.
I actually used to. Well, I still do listen to a lot of fairly aggressive music, and I've known you both since I was a wee one. Mm-hmm. I remember when I started listening to it, you'd always make fun of me. I'd listen to it, oh, this is great, and you'd just start going, which is me flicking my tongue and throwing devil horns in the air. No matter, it could be Christian metal.
Christian metal,
and yeah, I think that was consistent. That was consistent throughout my entire young life. If you were around, that was happening.
Super opinionated. And it's apparently affected you well.
Nope.
Nope. Now he's wearing leather and growing mustaches.
I can just get rid of it.
Speak of the devil.
Only if you get rid of it on air while we're recording it.
Speak of the devil. You should
We'll
name
pin
it.
you down.
Speak of
the devil.
I could do it. What was that? That's pretty loud.
That's perfect. Okay. Are you gonna do it?
I can do it
live.
Okay,
right now.
live. Yeah.
You can shave your mustache.
So if you're not watching,
check your call.
Do you need to wait till November is over?
No. This is actually gonna make the wife very happy.
Go do it.
Yeah, it's gone. All right.
Well, I just want to see it.
Oh, it's getting everywhere. Thank you.
I'm gonna catch it. They're like butterflies.
Fairy dust.
How much am I missing right now? I can't see it.
Oh no, you got it all. 100%. You're perfect. You're done.
110. You took
87%.
off some of your lip.
Okay, just dry shave the rest. Oh, it's fine. I'm fine.
There's blood coming off.
It's fine.
That's shaving 110%.
Get up into the nostril area. There you go. You got it.
More on skinny side. Under the nostril, up top.
You're good.
There it is.
You know when you get the edge of the razor into your nose.
Shaved your mustache.
I couldn't handle it.
You look
couldn't
10
handle
years. You handsome devil. 10 years younger.
You should shave that off now. Well, I just happen to have clippers right here.
I couldn't handle the teasing.
Just keep a set of clippers in your breast pocket wherever you go, or what's happening?
All the time.
Or you can have a full mustache by the end of this episode.
It's for his back. It's for his back. But
it is. I could braid that. So
5 o'clock shadow.
Yeah. My nose is so itchy right now.
You just fired stubble up your nostrils.
I did.
Well,
that was a surprise little way to start the show.
So speak of the devil. Talk about like heavy metal music. Do tell. Like what is this association with the more metally it is as a vague generalization, the darker, more.
I couldn't really fully tell you, but I mean, back Ozzy Osbourne days, maybe. He actually has an album called "Speak.Of.The.Devil."
We're gonna get to that in Origins.
Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. I don't want to skip too
no,
far
that's
ahead.
all right. Go ahead.
But I think that's what it was, just showmanship, right? Like Kiss and all that, just being like, yeah, it's dark and twisted, and that's how I take it. I don't really know. Most people I know that played. I used to play metal music back in the day. Everyone knew.
Because you're like multi-talented. You like can shred a guitar. You can drum, bass. You're like a one-man band.
That's how I got my name. Dang.
One-man band.
Because it dang every time. Yeah. That's.
Dang, son.
Dang, Daniel.
But everyone I know that's played in this that kind of music, it's often we're really happy people, and most of us love Jesus. Like,
Yeah.
So it was I don't know.
So just
Weird juxtaposition.
I'm not dipping into the origins here. I just thought of this now when you were talking about the devil sign and the devil associated with heavy metal music. A real thing that existed, blending Christianity into devil heavy metal, was the Satanic Panic. So that predates you a little bit. We've got some years on you, and there was this era of heavy metal music and backward masking and Christians and pastors losing their minds that the devil was legitimately using this music to corrupt the minds of
Worship the devil. Yeah, worship the devil.
It's gonna be a good out of context audio clip.
I hope somebody tries to play that backwards.
Yeah. You're like, I want cake.
I remember going to like one of those sessions.
See him now. Worship the devil.
I remember going to one of those sessions where they were picking songs and playing them backwards and going, "This is what you hear." But then you start to realize, like, it's just coincidence.
Yes.
Like the one they're like, listen to this one, and it's "Sir, I just smoke marijuana." Sir, I just smoke marijuana, which is Another One Bites the Dust.
Oh,
And if you just try and read it backwards, it sounds like "Sir, smoke marijuana." It's
Another One Bites the Dust is smoke marijuana.
decide to smoke marijuana. backwards.
Decide.
Yeah. Decide
Did
to
anyone-
smoke marijuana.
Did anyone change their mind that day and just be like, you know what? I get the message.
Tons of people
And I'm just-
burning their records. And
Oh, I thought like burning the other stuff.
Marijuana.
Just
So
like Queen's changed my life. I'm now a drug addict.
no, because when it's subliminal, and so it changed your mind without you knowing.
Amazing.
But once you hear it backwards,
Just wake
you're
up.
like, I've been fooled. Speaking of backwards, and then we'll move on from this. So I just recently stepped into the world of TikTok.
Okay.
And
dear.
yeah, and I had zero interest. And
That's the phase I'm at right now.
yeah.
I've dipped my toes and I ran the other direction.
It was mostly for my daughter because she was always wanting it because she sees YouTube videos of people's TikTok videos and she's always like, I want to make a TikTok. So I've decided to get an account and do it with her. This wasn't the point of this story, but we put out one video and we basically overnight 140,000 views.
What?
20,000 likes, over 1,000 comments, and 1,400 followers.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So you're in now.
So now I'm into it.
Yeah.
But the point of bringing up TikTok was backward masking. Is there's one that's gone viral, which is my name is. You play that backwards, and he's basically going, "It's Eminem.
What?
It's Eminem."
Oh.
And if you kind of spell it out and work, you're like, "Oh yeah,
Do you think that was on purpose?
Slim Shady, the backwards Slim Shady, is it Eminem?
yeah."
No.
Isn't that funny?
That's brilliant.
Yeah,
I like that.
I should have played it. I should have found a clip of it because
Is
Yeah.
anyone else just roasting in these leather jackets, by the way?
I'd really like to take it off.
I'm dying right now.
Okay, I'm in.
Sure, let's take them off.
Wait, shh. Let's give it a good
Here we go.
20 seconds.
Right. You're leaving yours on, aren't you?
Yep.
Just letting the
It's working
leather
for you.
I'll
squeak.
take anything to be cooler.
It is working for you.
Ooh, that's already better.
It's
That was hot as
Dang.
hot as.
Yes.
Anyway, there you go. TikTok is taken off, and it was just a video of me and my daughter embracing after school. Like this is how
it?
we greet
That's
each
awesome.
other.
That's
after
really sweet.
school. That's the thing. It's like this is so wholesome for TikTok.
This isn't even
Yeah.
my kid.
Yeah.
Look who I found crossing the street.
So Speak of the Devil. So by definition, it's a reference to someone who appears unexpectedly, but while being talked about. So that's how it's used.
I'm not sure if a friend of mine was just with him a couple weeks ago, Ash Pearson. I'm not sure if the name might run. He was the drummer for like 3 Inches of Blood.
Oh, tight.
Yeah. But so, and the circles that he travels in with band and music, he says, they're just same thing. It's fun guys, but there is a surrounding genre that kind of goes with it, and from the screamo, and all of that, there's it's like rock opera and deep and dark, and where does
Get
that
me
go?
all fired up.
Yeah, that double kick,
You're getting me inspired. I'm writing a record in my head right now. This is amazing.
Pretty sure I just blew a vocal cord.
Well, you recuperate. Let's see if I can pull this up. Here, let's listen to this. Okay, so that's backwards, believe it or not. Okay, now backwards. Here, listen. It's Eminem.
What? That is something else.
What do you think?
Yeah, no,
it's close enough to be interesting.
And I was looking at the screen there. It says it's Slim too, which is another
Right
nickname.
before it, yeah.
But he would know.
Do you think he did, or is it just coincidence?
100% he knew.
Yeah, 110%. I think so.
There we go. Okay.
And then the next kind of thing we should probably, as we kind of segue into the origins a bit. I did come across an interesting article, Church of England, some years back, trying to remove Satan from like liturgy and church service, and this mention of Satan as to kind of like take the evil side of things, like just to focus on the God good part, and like we're not going to be bringing up the devil. It's like bad PR, bad marketing. We're just going to go with God, good, light, but not ever like nix the whole thing about Satan. So I thought it was interesting. And they brought it from a perspective of like things like Greek mythology, or the use of a trident, this cloven hooved breathing sulfur thing is an amalgamation of stuff that is not biblical anyway.
Yeah.
And so it's that's their approach, that they were trying to make sure, take the Satan out of, let's get the Satan out of church. You know what I'm saying?
It's funny it's hard to talk about the devil without talking about religion. Yeah. And so like I grew up still church going, grew up in the church, and I remember being terrified of devil stories and things being told. And I remember this one story, and if you have kids listening, this scared me. So there's your warning. I remember my Sunday school teacher going, you can be so close to God that you have no fear. And this all sounds wonderful, right? Like no fear of the devil, no fear of sin and evil in this world. He says, yeah, I heard about this guy who was so close to God. He was praying all the time, reading his Bible all the time. And one night he just woke up with an eerie feeling, and he always kept a chair beside his bed. And he woke up and there was Satan himself sitting on that chair. And you know what that man's reaction was? And I am peeing my pants listening to this story. And his reaction was, oh, it's just you? And he rolled back over and went to sleep. Isn't that amazing? That's how close he was with God. Well, I had a chair in my room. I had to remove that chair.
Yeah, past tense.
The chair was gone, which is hilarious looking back. Like, that'll stop the devil, hey?
Yeah, he's so
I
busy
came in
too.
here.
He's like, there's
no chair.
There's not even a place to sit here.
Yeah.
But I couldn't sleep thinking of the devil just appeared in the middle of the night. What? I can't. I couldn't handle it. I was so fearful of it.
So this devil concept, as it was related to this Church of England story, was that by personifying evil, it was more comprehensible, and so to remove the tie-in of having imagery associated with evil, but just like let's work with evil as a concept, not
a picture,
not focus on this red horned, pitchfork-tailed,
yeah. That makes sense. Yeah.
When you can personify it, then it seems to invoke more power with people, as opposed to the conceptual evil. Yeah.
Did they get rid of all the? He's got so many nicknames too, right? Like Beelzebub and Lucifer. Do they nix it all? Like, don't talk about them. They're not like,
I didn't catch that from the article.
Beelzebub. Like
The name who should not.
Voldemort.
Well, should we? What do you think? Should we get into it?
Let's do it. Where'd this come from?
Where'd they go? Where'd they go? No one can know.
I'm missing the full experience.
Start it again.
Those words came from another
This is
mind.
crap.
Said some words.
Unbelievable.
Where'd they go?
No one can know.
I turned around and looked behind. Those words came from another mind. Origins.
Thank you. I needed that.
All right. Well, many people who use this phrase, you know, I was worried, Skinny, that you were gonna get it. Am I stuttering, or is it just me?
Both.
Okay.
You were still just you.
I thought you were going down the road of origins, because you're not far from the origins with the story you were telling about removing the devil. So prior to the 20th century, the term wasn't meant that lightheartedly like we use it now. Like, we literally referred to people. Like, we could be talking about Daniel. No, now he's on the show.
Speak of the
Speak
devil.
of the devil. Or you're talking about someone and they knock on your door, like, speak of the devil. It's very lighthearted. There's no evil intent behind it at all. But prior to the 20th century, the full form of this expression was speak of the devil and he will appear. And so the phrase originated in England, where it was and still is usually said this way: talk of the devil and he will appear.
It's Beetlejuice.
Yeah, basically. So the phrase is old and appears in various Latin and Old English texts from the 16th century. So the Italian writer Giovanni Torriano, I want to say that again, Giovanni Torriano, has the first recorded version in... Are you looking down here?
I would never.
Okay, I'm going to ask you guys something. First recorded version in contemporary English in Piazza Universale in what year?
1400.
16. Are we going just like hundreds? That's okay. I'm going to say 1500s. I'm playing it like...
Try and be accurate, not just in the... What century?
1666.
Correct.
What? Oh my goodness.
Yeah. I was like,
Oh,
what?
man.
1666.
That's amazing. You should go on The Price is Right.
But the point being 666 is in
Yeah.
there. Yeah. The English say, talk of the devil, and he's presently at your elbow. Also in Cataplus, a mock poem in 1672, reprinted in Hazlitt's Proverbs, talk of the devil and see his horns. So basically, say his name. It is
I was just
Voldemort.
thinking about-
Say his name.
It's the evil price is right. My bad. $6 and 66 cents.
That's amazing.
So these both imply that the term was widely known by the 17th century. It obviously had tons of superstition behind it, but it was it was dangerous to mention the devil by name, which could have played into what the Church of England was doing. It was this expression that was very believed at the time. Like, say his name, and you're bringing his it's like if you're in the other room and you hear your name, you're like, should I be over there?
Yeah. Something happened over here?
So that's what the devil's like.
Devil
Oh,
just
did I hear
looking
my
around the
name?
corner, eating half-eaten sandwich.
It's like it's like a dog whistle.
If you whisper his name, are you good? And it's like, you know, when you're uncomfortable with somebody, just be like, if Vince wronged us, just being like, you know, when Vince as they're coming around, and I feel, yeah, who?
Eating the sandwich.
I thought I heard my name.
So
My ears are ringing.
so why the visual conceptual things, the pitchfork, the red horned cloven fooved.
Do you hear eerie music in the background right now?
I do.
Is there a child singing?
That feels like a horror movie.
I'm just saying. Was that the use of imagery? So they're saying, like, in that 12 to 1400 era, early church, everything was iconographic, to do stuff in pictures, stained glass, because of literacy issues or just an unlearned population. And so because it was told in pictures, you had to personify. We had to make them look like something.
Right.
Yeah, so that you could throw them up in.
Well, this it was prohibited to speak his name, which you brought up nicknames is why there are so many nicknames about him, because you could say the evil one, you could say the horned one, Prince of Darkness, all these things without saying Satan
Right.
or the devil.
Or the goat.
Or the-
Because it goes the goat.
That's Muhammad Ali. I thought.
Yeah, sorry, different goat. The horned goat.
So people may not have believed that the mention of the devil would cause him to actually appear. Shakespeare, for example,
Evilest of all time.
He uses it quite often in the comedy Comedy of Errors. Mary, he must have a long spoon that must eat with the devil. So he had no problem using him by name. And so it was believed, not believed. Like, there was trepidation behind it, but it was still like, whatever.
I very much believe in a devil. But I wouldn't need a devil to show up and sit in my chair beside my bed. Like, that in and of myself with my nature, I feel I got enough problems without needing external influences. You know, like, I should tempt him in this way. It's like, I'm good. I got enough temptation all just by myself in a room by myself. Yeah.
I'm covered.
Yeah.
So the 19th century, it began to lose its the evilness of it. It began to lose its sort of power, and just became a warning against eavesdropping. So here's from Stevens Point Journal, Wisconsin, February 1892. No good of himself does a listener hear. Speak of the devil, he's sure to appear. So it was not even about the actual devil anymore.
Speak of the devil.
It had just become an eavesdropping thing. How about this one?
I've always dreamed about having a brother.
Speak of the devil.
Little Farley.
Little Tommy boy.
Oh, so good.
Fantastic.
And then you brought it up. There was the so this was actually going back to the Satanic Panic. Here's a whole world of Christians believing this like occult Satan worship in music.
Yeah.
And that industry actually tongue in cheek getting a kick out of the publicity and pile on more Satan, it sells records. So the migration away from anything sinister or even serious continued when the phrase was taken up by Ozzy Osbourne in his album title. And here's something interesting. So here, Speak of the Devil, Ozzy Osbourne, 1982 album, right? In the UK, because they didn't say Speak of the Devil, the album was called Talk of the Devil.
Okay.
So
that's how they say it instead. That's
so they literally changed the album.
Oh, okay.
It was called Talk of the Devil in the UK. Yeah. So that's kind of it. It was Speak of the Devil was a real thing. You don't mention his name, devil, Satan. That's all out the window. Otherwise, he sits in a chair in your room.
Just waiting for his name to be called. Oh, gotta go.
Get him in a rocking chair or something more comfortable.
I gotta put my hooves up.
Put it this way: if you're gonna have a chair in your room, make it uncomfortable. Don't have a lazy boy in your room. The devil's gonna hang out.
Yeah, that's an old stool.
My hooves are barking. I'm like, that's genius.
What sound does a goat make? Oh, is it? What's it? Bray? No.
My hooves are
bleeding. Bleating.
Bleeding. That's it. Oh, that sounds worse. That sounds bad.
Yeah,
My hooves are bleeding.
You're like, oh my gosh.
You should get that looked at. I've got corns.
It's horns.
Corns with a K.
Of course.
Well, so there was an 90s kind of like have fun, play, demystify. You guys remember the church lady?
Of course.
Yeah.
Dana Carvey?
Yeah.
And so that kind of era of things was like looking for maybe it's Satan? Like that was like a common
Yeah.
like looking for devils around corners. Yeah.
Yeah. How did he actually say it? Was it mate? Could it be? Could it be Satan? There was a couple catchphrases from the church lady.
Isn't that special?
That's it. Yeah.
But is that looking around the corner? Maybe Satan?
That
Yeah, there's
the devil made me do it.
devil. It's all associated with this evil, but the phrase isn't really. It's just there's so and so like
Yeah.
that we were just talking about.
Yep. Speak of the devil.
Speak of the devil. Could be like
Yeah, you could say it about children like it's nothing.
like bad children.
with hooves and
Oh yeah. Ooh, speak of the devil.
pitchforks.
Bleeding.
Wait, when is this episode airing? Like, do you know what?
This one in particular?
Yeah.
This would be the 10th of December.
Not to take the magic away.
Yeah. We are recording on the 9th.
Yeah.
It's tomorrow.
It's
December
this tomorrow.
10th.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not. We're not hoof stomping on the birth of our Lord.
We would never. No. Okay, well, I have a very dad joke for you.
All right.
So, did you hear about the dyslexic devil worshiper?
No.
He sold his soul to Santa.
There you go.
Oh.
What was there was a cartoon?
There was I thought you were going somewhere else because there's another one. Did you ever hear about the dyslexic agnostic with insomnia?
No.
Who would just stay up all night wondering if there really was a dog?
That's awesome. I like that a lot.
What were you gonna say?
There was a cartoon where the person sold their soul to be a better singer.
Oh, that's a big long folklore.
No,
to
it's
be
not.
a better guitar player,
Isn't that the
No. There's a cartoon.
like the Little Mermaid.
It's not Disney.
She sells her soul.
No,
sells her voice.
for
No.
legs?
It's in the vein of it's in the heavy metal kind of vein of persons.
Tenacious D.
I give up on both of you.
That's actually that's pretty sure it's Tenacious D. That is the
Wow, I never thought about that. But yes, but it's a cartoon.
But the classic is
Ferngully.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
My name is Mark. Thanks
Yes,
a lot.
my name is Mark. Thanks a lot.
Yeah.
What is that?
Search it.
Okay, keep
So anyways,
talking.
I'll keep things running here while you look it up.
Isn't it the theme of like the Devil Went Down to Georgia too, or no?
Yeah, exactly.
what-
That's guitar player.
There was that was the guitar
Rock
one.
and rule. Rock and rule.
Is that what it was?
Rock
Yeah.
and roll.
Yeah, there was that Ralph Macchio one where he learned guitar.
Yeah, that's a play on
Blues
the
ones.
classic story. There's an actual
Crossroads.
name.
Crossroads.
Yeah. Steve Vai's in that. Great guitar player. Not that anyone cares.
We'll never find the right clip. That's the. My name is Mog. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, so anyways, well, we are heading into the tail stretch of things for episode 101, and wanting to make sure we get in some riddlinks.
Oh well then. Well, just like
We
that.
should probably
hey?
watch the clock here. You got something to participate in here, Dan?
I do.
Oh, fantastic.
Nice, I'm so excited.
I came prepared.
Fantastic.
All right. Well, Riddlink is a game we like to play that is a two-part trivia-based question that requires a two-part but overlapping answer, overlapping by sound or syllable or word or words if we're really lucky. So, for example, our 100th episode, which was already a week ago, we left you with when Curtis James Jackson III is 100 years old.
So 50th century.
When he's 100 years old, he is a
50 centurion.
centenarian. Yeah.
Centenarian. I thought, no,
Centurion.
centurion's like Roman.
A Roman soldier.
I did my best.
50 centenarian.
I tried.
So that's how you play. You got 50 cent, 50 cent, and centenarian. And the correct answer is 50 centenarian. And that's how you play Riddlink. What you guys got?
Well, I'm ready to. I was working out one on the fly here, and then I got a couple that I brought. Early manic talking about Satan gives me high hopes.
Early manic talking. Satanic panic at the disco.
Oh, that's good.
Satanic panic at the disco.
I worked that one on the fly.
Wow.
That's a good one. Well, I just go online, I guess.
Do it.
One of Satan's many nicknames makes bath time fun.
Beelzebubbles.
Yes.
I was thinking rubber ducky, so I couldn't get there. Beelzebub
He's the
rubber
one.
ducky. All right, let me give you one. When you are talking about someone and they suddenly appear and then slowly develop into something else.
Speak of the devil.
And you slowly develop, say, from chimpanzee to human.
Devolution?
That's good. That's a tongue twister.
Devolution.
There
Speak
it
of the devolution.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's good.
My tongue is. Let's see if our illegitimate children can chime in on this speed round. New York Magazine editor. Wait a minute. Let's do another one while I sort that out in my brain.
You got another one?
Yeah, I got
Okay, go
a few. This Speak of the Devil singer comes to Christ once more.
Ozzy Osbourne again?
Yeah.
Yes, that is fantastic. Okay, so
I have one more, but I feel like everyone's going to have it. So,
well, it's okay.
Do it.
Yeah,
Just
jump
do it.
in.
You're on a run.
all right. Do this, and he shall appear with this classic potluck dish.
Speak of the deviled eggs.
That's the one.
Oh,
Yeah.
that is good.
Okay,
I'm out.
I just need one more moment. Okay.
Do you want to save it for the legitimate?
Gwen Stefani says, "Tell me 'cause it hurts when you utter words of the Dark Lord."
Don't speak of the devil.
There it is.
Oh, I was stuck on No Doubt.
Big No Doubt fan.
All right, well, we ran out of time, so that was the end of our 3 minutes.
That's okay.
But for those of you still listening,
Jump
we've
in.
got one more, and this is how you can answer. We're not going to answer this on the recording. You can participate, send us a message. How?
You can reach out to us on Instagram at the.village.idiom or email thevillageidiom.podcast@gmail.com, or whether it's Facebook, YouTube, or Twitter at 3 Minutes Gone.
All right. Well, this is the last one. This 1982 Ozzy Osbourne album, I've already talked about it, has a classic written by the Charlie Daniels Band, and it starts like this.
Perfect.
There you go. See if you can jump in on that one.
I was working. I had a half-formed one, but I didn't finish it, and so then I'm bothered. But let's see if you guys can work it out here.
Oh, you got one more? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Okay. Talking of Satan with magazine editor Miranda Priestley. Or another word for her could be what's her she's yes.
Sorry. She's what? Sorry.
Yes, she's older. I keep going to Helen Mirren, but it's not Helen Mirren. It's Glenn Close.
Is this Speak of the Devil Wears Prada?
Yes.
Oh, nice. Okay.
It's Meryl Streep.
Meryl Streep. Crap.
and Anne Hathaway.
Strong ending.
Well, fortunately, my self-esteem is through the roof, so it's all good right now. Well, so good that you could join us for a second time. Thank you, Dang.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
You are hilarious.
Happy to be
Love having you along. I know our sponsors, HelloFresh, are particularly glad that you're here right now.
Free month of food.
That's right.
Oh, actually?
You can have a free month of food.
I'll take it, sure.
Have you done HelloFresh before?
I never have.
You're in. We'll set you up with the
at least
village.
a week.
Is it a week?
It's a week.
It's a free delivery.
I
That's
was
what it is,
expecting a small stipend, but this is nice. This is good.
Yeah, we'll set you up right now. So HelloFresh delivering pre-measured ingredients so that you're still cooking at home. Make a lovely family meal. You can choose a meal for two, a meal for four. You get to choose how many times a week. It's fantastic. And
dinner is solved.
As they say, dinner solved.
It's good. Well, thank you so much again. It's been a great episode. Fun putting it together. I'm Skinny.
I'm Dang.
And I am Jurassic. Not today, Satan. Mark.
And these are the Village Idioms.
Speak of the devil, and he just may appear.
Last 3 minutes gone.